Hey guys, how's it going today? We're gonna hop on the bike for the first motovlog and head into Machida. So let me grab my helmet, hop on the bike, we'll get going. Okay guys, so this is my first motovlog on the Suzuki ST250 E-Type. This is my first bike, and I got it from a friend named Dave. He used to live in Japan with us here. He's back in the US, living the good life now. I'm gonna head up the hill to the main road, and up here on the left, they've been working on a recycle center. It's gonna have a huge park, and they've been working on it now for I think 3-4 years. Actually, I think it's been longer than that. It's cool. They're gonna have a large community center and a large park right here in the corner, and they're gonna use the heat from burning the trash to heat the city pool across the street. So this road here is going to take us into central Machida. So we'll do a bit of a time lapse here and speed up the video. When we get closer to the city, I'll slow it back down. So lane splitting is legal in Japan. I'm not really comfortable doing it unless I'm stopped at a red light or going around some really slow traffic. I do see scooters occasionally flying through traffic. Scooters like automatic motorcycles, and even some of the big sports bikes, they'll just fly downtown, fly through traffic, and it's not really my style of riding. Nice easy ride back and forth to where you gotta get going. We'll go around this bus here though, and it can be really frustrating actually when you're stuck behind a bus in Japan, because a lot of the times the roads are really small and the buses, well, just like buses in most countries, they're very slow. You get stuck behind one of them, it'll slow you down 4 or 5 minutes before you can find an intersection or a road wide enough to get past them. So I've been waiting for a sunny day to make this video, and it's been raining here the last couple days, which the rain's actually been nice because it's cooled off the city a little bit. It was around 34, 35 the last few days before the rain, and then today's only 31, but that's still about 89 degrees Fahrenheit or so, so it's still quite hot. And you know, when you're moving along on the bike, you feel cool, but waiting at a traffic light or being stuck in some of the busier parts of the city where you're just sitting in the sun can really get boiling wearing a motorcycle jacket. Which is, I guess, true no matter where you are. It just, in Japan, I think the humidity is a bit more than what people really know or have experienced before. We chose to live in Machida because it's kind of like a mini Shinjuku. So you've got a lot of the big stores and shopping centers, you know, Marui and Lumine and the Dakyu department store. They're all the big ones. They're all in Shinjuku too. The best part about Machida is it's nowhere near as busy as central Tokyo, and it's still busy. Rush hour in the mornings, you're still going to get packed on trains, and you're still going to be waiting in line at some supermarkets, but it's far better than central Tokyo. I used to live in Setagaya, which is only about 15-20 minutes from Shinjuku, and the supermarkets were always crowded, and you'd wait 10-15 minutes just to get your groceries, which that got kind of old pretty fast. So out here though, it's still a really big city. And Machida would be comparable to Albany, New York, for my friends in New York who are checking this out. It's about 500,000 people or so live in Machida City. So this overpass up here we're going under is actually the Odakyu line, one of the main lines connecting Tokyo and Kanagawa. It'll take you out all the way from Shinjuku out to Hakone. Hakone is where all the famous hot springs and onsens are around here. And it's also the line I use to commute daily. There's a Don Quixote there. Don Quixote is kind of your everything store. Like, if you visit Japan and you're looking for some weird or wacky souvenirs, that's where you want to stop by. They have everything from, kids' toys to board games to clothes to daily goods, health and beauty supplies. You can get your hanko, which is your seal here that you use for all of the official documents. You can get a hanko there. They have a little machine. So you just, using the machine, you select the characters you want. And it'll cut it out for you in about 5 minutes, and then you're good to go. You get it registered with the city, and that's your official seal for Japan. We're actually going to drive over this little bridge here, which goes over top of the JR line, JR Yokohama line, which runs from Hachioji down to Yokohama. Another one of the older lines in Japan, and quite useful. So as I post more and more videos, I'll probably talk about trains quite a bit, just because they're just everywhere in this country, which is great. When you're not on the bike, you wanna just chill, you wanna hop around Tokyo a bit. The trains are a great way to get around and really affordable. So this is one of those corners where the traffic's always pretty bad, and you're usually gonna wait through 2 or 3 red lights to get around it, especially in the daytime. In the morning before rush hour, it's not too bad. You can kind of zip right through here. But just sitting here, waiting for this light in this heat, and man, I gotta tell you, like, one of the things I love about bikes is the freedom of being able to get around and you enjoy the ride. But having air conditioning in summer in the car is a blessing in this kind of heat. So one of the biggest rules here when driving or riding is that you always have to wait for pedestrians at crosswalks. Even if it looks like they're only going to cross, you still have to wait. And the police are pretty strict about that rule. Well, maybe not the police, the driving centers. When you're getting your car license, if you go and there's a pedestrian crossing or waiting to cross, or even in the crosswalk but they're clear, you're going to fail your test. Yeah, it might be a little frustrating that, on a bike you can clear the crosswalk even though there's a person in it. It just ensures that people are going to stay safe, that no one's going to get hurt. You got to watch out for people like this too, who don't use the crosswalks. I love riding around on this bike. It's a small little bike, and when I did my training, we were on a 400cc, which is not a big bike, but this is only a 250cc, and it's so light and easy to ride around the city. No fuss, you can maneuver around. we're turning left here back onto the main road heading back to my place. Thank you so much for checking out my video today, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Please share with your friends. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos about riding a motorbike and going to places around Japan. This weekend, if it's sunny this weekend, I'm gonna be heading to Machida Squirrel Garden, and I'm gonna make a video about that, which is really cool. It's a park dedicated just to squirrels. So that'll be up mid to late next week. So if you subscribe and you hit the bell below, you'll be notified when that video goes live. So you can definitely check it out. I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, guys. See you next time.